thousands of years ago, shrouded in the mists of time and mystery, there existed a civilization unparalleled in its grandeur and achievements. Atlantis, this legendary city, first chronicled by the philosopher Plato, is said to have been located somewhere beyond the Pillars of Hercules, in what we now call the Atlantic Ocean. Atlantis was no ordinary city. It was a utopia of culture, art, and scientific marvels, a beacon of innovation that surpassed even our wildest imaginations. The glory of Atlantis. The Atlanteans were master architects, engineers, and philosophers. Their city was a testament to their ingenuity, adorned with towering golden statues, temples carved from the finest marble, and glistening waterways that crisscrossed the urban landscape. The streets were alive with traders, scholars, and artists, their minds set on creating an everlasting legacy. Atlantis was not just a city but an empire, its influence stretching across vast territories, its navy dominating the seas. At the heart of Atlantis stood the great temple of Poseidon, a magnificent structure said to be made of pure gold, dedicated to the god who had blessed the city with its fortune and power. In the temple's center stood a colossal statue of Poseidon himself, holding a trident, with his chariot drawn by horses of the sea. The Atlanteans paid tribute to him, believing their prosperity was a divine gift. But Atlantis was more than a city of beauty. Its people had mastered sciences and technologies far beyond their time. Ancient records suggest that the Atlanteans possessed machines capable of harnessing energy from the Earth's core, perhaps even flying vehicles powered by crystals, technology that sounds more like science fiction than history. They were said to have a profound understanding of astronomy, medicine, and engineering, building structures so advanced that their mystery confounds us to this day. Atlantis was a paradise on Earth, but even paradise is vulnerable to hubris and corruption. The fall of the Atlantean Empire, as the centuries passed, the pride and ambition that had once driven the Atlanteans to greatness began to consume them. Greed, arrogance, and the lust for power infected their hearts. They believed themselves invincible, gods among men, deserving of dominion over the entire world. Their leaders grew corrupt, their once harmonious society fractured by the insatiable hunger for wealth and conquest. According to legend, the Atlanteans waged war on neighboring civilizations, seeking to expand their empire. They enslaved countless peoples, their armies sowing terror wherever they marched. The gods, who had once favored Atlantis, looked upon their creation with dismay and anger. They saw that the Atlanteans had forsaken their virtues, and as a consequence, they decreed that the mighty civilization must be brought to ruin. One fateful night, as the Atlanteans celebrated their dominance with lavish feasts and festivals, the heavens unleashed their wrath. The earth trembled with rage, and the seas roared with a vengeance. Tsunamis taller than mountains rose from the depths of the ocean, crashing upon the city with devastating force. Volcanic eruptions darkened the skies, choking the air with ash and fire. The very ground beneath Atlantis cracked and sank, pulling the entire city into the abyss of the ocean. The Atlanteans cried out in desperation, but their pleas were drowned by the unrelenting fury of nature. Within hours, Atlantis, the greatest civilization the world had ever known, was gone. The Enigma of Atlantis. In the aftermath of the catastrophe, the legend of Atlantis began to spread across ancient cultures. Plato's writings described Atlantis as a cautionary tale, an allegory of what happens when human ambition exceeds moral restraint. But was Atlantis merely a myth, or was it real? For centuries, explorers, historians, and scientists have debated the true nature of Atlantis. Many have scoured the Atlantic Ocean, the Mediterranean Sea, and even Antarctica, hoping to uncover evidence of this lost civilization. Yet, no definitive proof has ever been found, only tantalizing hints that keep the mystery alive. Some theorists believe Atlantis lies buried beneath the Bermuda Triangle, a region notorious for unexplained phenomena. Others suggest it could be in the Caribbean, or beneath the deserts of North Africa, where a once thriving oasis may have existed. Theories abound, but the truth remains elusive. Adding to the mystery are the stories of advanced Atlantean technology. Could they have truly possessed flying machines or harnessed the energy of crystals? Did their knowledge surpass even our modern understanding? Some believe that remnants of Atlantean technology influenced later civilizations, such as the Egyptians or the Mayans, whose pyramids and artifacts reflect an otherworldly sophistication. The quest continues. The allure of Atlantis persists because it represents more than a lost city. It is a symbol of human potential, of both our greatness and our flaws. The story of Atlantis warns us of the dangers of hubris and reminds us that even the mightiest empires can fall. But it also inspires us to dream of what humanity can achieve when wisdom and ambition are united. To this day, expeditions set sail in search of Atlantis. Advanced underwater technology scans the ocean floor, hoping to find ruins that might confirm the legend. Writers and filmmakers continue to reimagine the story, keeping its legacy alive in popular culture. Atlantis may never be found, but its legend will forever captivate our imaginations. Why Atlantis endures? The legend of Atlantis endures because it speaks to something universal in the human experience: the quest for knowledge, the tension between ambition and morality, and the mystery of the unknown. Whether Atlantis was real or simply a myth, it remains one of the greatest stories ever told, a tale of rise and fall, of glory and destruction, and of the eternal human desire to uncover hidden truths.